Hey All American Chapel, this is Seth, and I just wanted to share with y'all today a quiet time thought that I had earlier this week out of the book of Matthew. So starting in Matthew chapter 3, we'll start in verse 13. Then Jesus went from Galilee to the Jordan River to be baptized by John. But John tried to talk him out of it. I am the one who needs to be baptized by you, he said, so why are you coming to me? But Jesus said, it should be done, for we must carry out all that God requires. So John agreed to baptize him. After his baptism, as Jesus came out of the water, the heavens were opened, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and settling on him. And a voice from heaven said, "This is my dearly beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." So we see right there that Jesus is obedient to the Father. He goes to be baptized by John, and when he's questioned by John why he's being baptized by John instead of John needs to be baptized by Jesus, Jesus says, we're doing this because the Father says it needs to be done. So Jesus is obedient to the Father. Now, as many of you probably know, rolling into chapter 4 is the temptation of Jesus. So let me just read you the first couple verses of that. Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted there by the devil. For 40 days and 40 nights he fasted and became very hungry. So just a few verses before, we hear, this is my dearly beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. And then the Spirit, God, takes him out into the desert to be tempted and to be tested by Satan for the next 40 days. So I just think that it's interesting that it really encouraged me that even though through this time with our economy, with work, maybe we might be working more because we're less staffed, financially we're struggling out of a job, we're going through these tough temptations, these tough trials. That still doesn't make us any less of a son or daughter of God. He still loves us and cares for us. So our part is to be obedient to what God is calling us to do. And one of the things that I think Jesus really displayed well is how we can get out of our own head or out of our own temptations from the devil is Scripture. Through the next, through verses 1 through 11 is Jesus' interaction with Satan and Satan trying to tempt Jesus. And each time that Jesus responds, he says, the Scriptures say, the Scriptures say, the Scriptures say. So, do we know what the Scriptures say? And are we being obedient to the Father? That's all I have. Just wanted to encourage you guys. Hope you have a great week.